Hello, my friends. I have a question for you. What is the most crucial quality that you would like to have in your life? Of all of the qualities that you can choose from, I am suggesting that there is a transcending quality that should be at the top of your list. That one exceeding quality is the glory of God. Imagine this. If your desire to glorify God is the chief aim of your life, then there is a fantastic chance you will experience a meaningful and satisfying marriage even when your spouse does not meet your expectations. Hello everyone, Rick Thomas here. We're helping people live effective lives. This is Marriage Devotion number 12. The title is The Most Important Thing. I want to share with you the most important thing that you can implement in your life. The text that I have in view here is 1 Corinthians 10:31. You know it quite well. Paul said this, "So, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." There is nothing that transcends this God-centered quality in His image bearers. If your chief aim in life is to spread the fame of God, which is another way of saying to glorify God, you can be comforted by the fact that even sin or sinful temptations will not overcome your dogged and unflinching determination to be like Jesus everywhere you go. And whenever sin does make its advances, and it will, but you have this habit of glorifying God. If so, you will win the war against sin's intent. When the guardian of your heart is the glory of the Lord, you're in the best place to be a good friend, a great lover, and a wonderful spouse. Now, there are many options available to help you to more effectively glorify God. There's a long list of things that you could insert into your life to help you to maintain this worldview, this perspective of glorifying God. In this devotion, I want to give you 3 ideas. I want to share 3 tools. And if you implement these 3 ideas into your life, it will help you. It will situate you to always be in that place to glorify God no matter what happens to you. The first tool that you want to make sure you have added in your life is this idea of passion. Everyone is passionate about something, and that something defines you. Nobody lacks passion. If you look long enough in someone's life, you will find the thing that makes them emote. Desires to have a great job, for example, we can emote over that, or maybe to rear spiritual children who walk with the Lord. Perhaps the thing that causes us to emote is our vocation, our jobs. We want a secure future. But when it comes to the Lord, there must be a preeminent longing for His glory that is so high that all other loves look like hate in comparison. That's what Jesus talked about in Luke 14, verses 26 and 27. And so the first tool that you want to implement into your life is this idea of passion. The second one is repentance. Now, the reason you want to do this or to add this to make sure you're doing this is because nobody is able to pull off perfection except for Jesus. Your lack, my lack of complete sanctification, it means that we and our spouses are imperfect sinners even on our best days. Your spouse has sinned against you and sinned against God, and you have done similarly. You do not have to be discouraged by your imperfection. You do not have to be discouraged by this if your chief aim is to glorify God. You see, glorifying God does not imply perfection. Living a perfect life is contrary to what the Bible teaches, for all have sinned. Or as John says, if anyone says that we don't sin, then we are liars. But you don't have to fear. there is good news. A person whose primary goal is to glorify God, they have a great backup plan because that person is a repenting person. And though you may have a lapse in judgment, like when you do something unkind to your spouse, you will respond quickly with a broken-hearted confession and a request for forgiveness. And so to maintain this idea of glorifying God all the time, one, you want to have passion for the Lord. Number two, you want to be a repenting person. And then the third tool that you want to insert into your life is this idea of community. A God-impassioned, repenting person will seek similar friends. You will always find your kind of person, the person that you want to surround yourself with. The question then becomes, what kind of people are you pursuing? The Lord wired you with a herd mentality, which is why you seek community. You long for a community because God made you in His image, and so you reflect the original community's image. You can measure an individual by assessing their associations, the things that they try to fill their lives. And nobody surrounds themselves with things that they do not like. And so your community becomes a valuable tool to help you to always glorify God. This is Marriage Devotion number 12, the most important thing, to glorify God. Here's a couple of questions for you to think about. Number one, does your desire to glorify God, does it give you the wisdom and the perseverance to spread the fame of God, even when your marriage is not meeting your expectations? And then question number two, how can you more effectively glorify God in your marriage, especially when things do not go your way? Those are your two questions. Here is a practical suggestion. Will you rank the three tools that I've mentioned here to help you to glorify God? Passion for the Lord, a repenting person, the community that surrounds you. Will you rank them? Which of those three do you need more help in developing? Will you find a mentor? Preferably your spouse. If you're able to talk about these things with your spouse, that would be fantastic. And then you develop a plan with your spouse or with a mentor so that you can change what you need to change so that you can more effectively spread the fame of God in your life and in your marriage. Marriage Devotion number 12, the most important thing. Thank you so much for watching.